Greetings, brothers and sisters. Today I want to touch on the subject of soul travel, astral travel, OBE, astral projection, whatever you want to call it. It's basically the same thing. It's just different routes and different methods. It's basically leaving your body. Okay, you're leaving your physical body. You're transversing other planes, and even this plane. Okay, so. What is this? How does it work? Okay, I've heard different stories, guys, and a lot of people struggle with this because they have misconceptions. Okay, they believe that it's going to be like what normal traveling is like, the way that you're used to it. But don't confuse the experience for how you will go about your normal day, about your normal life. Don't think that you're gonna walk, you're gonna talk, you're gonna feel things. It's going to be very blurry at first, okay? Remember, all of this happens up here, okay? You're going to be using non-physical senses because you're going to be in a non-physical body, okay? You have various bodies. You have subtle bodies, okay? You have the astral body, which can be considered as the energy body. You have the causal body. You have the mental body, and so on and so forth, okay? I see these as different isolated spectrums of the soul and self as a whole, okay? Now, on the topic of this, how does it work? How do you do it? A lot of people think that maybe if you get a magical chant, okay, that you say a chant and boom goes the dynamite, you pop up with your body. A lot of people think that if you have the blessing of demonic kings or gods, that you can leave your body. People think that this is something that you have to gain. This is something you have to earn, and it's a power that is special. It's not. It's really not. We soul travel, we astral travel every night, in a sense. Okay, the fact that you're dreaming, a part of you and a part of your consciousness is actually traveling somewhere that isn't physical, right? Even if it's a dream, but we all think, oh yeah, but a dream occurs in here, okay, so you're not going anywhere. Yeah, but that's how these travels work, guys. That in actuality, these realms that we're traveling to, they do exist outside the self. They are real places, okay, that we are actually going to, and at the same time we're not, because these planes exist inward. If you understand how spirituality truly works, then you'll understand that the individual, you and me, we are the totality of existence embodied. In other words, think of existence as a gigantic sun, okay? All the realms, all the planes, everything in existence that exists is compacted into the sun, right? This is source, guys. This is the source of all existence, okay? And if you think of it as a ray, that light, one single ray, you think that this is any less than the sun. It is not. It holds the same potential. It is everything that this is. It's just emanated outwards as an individual ray, as an individual spectrum. Therefore, if we are emanations of all of creation, or all of existence, as I prefer to call it, then all of existence dwells within us. The ancients have been saying for years, they have been saying for years that all the devas exist within the body. So Astranism, when they talk about Ahriman and the god of darkness and the god of evil, and they talk about Ahura Mazda, the god of, supposedly purity and light, they say that both of these actually exist within the self. And that the Spentas, aka the angels of Ahura Mazda, and the Devs, aka the demons of Ahriman, also exist within the self. And, for years we have seen them as conflicting things, and that they're battling with the self. And let's be honest, we have an internal conflict within us always. All the gods and all the demons and all the spirits, it do exist, guys. They are independent of us too. They do exist. It's just we haven't always got to go outwards to access them. We can also turn inward and access them. So now that you understand that all the planes also exist within us, and all the realms also exist within us too. So the way that it works, guys, is you become aware of that first, and you become aware of the imagination, the magical imagination, the internal review, that once you align it with certain frequencies and certain energies, and you become energy sensitive, and you begin to be able to feel these your energy body moving, and you're able to project that out, then you can go to these planes, you can go to these realms. I always recommend my students to first travel this realm, and you can just do a simple exercise. I'll take you through that now, and it's a very simple exercise, guys. At first, it will seem like just pure fantasy. It will seem like pure imagination, but it's really not, guys. It's really not. Do not just think that this is role playing. If you do, you're gonna fuck up the whole experience. But just simply take a look in your room right now. So right now in my room, I can see this lampshade. I see the wall. I know the color of it. Now, bear in mind, I've taught people this exercise, and when they have done it, they say that the room looks different. Okay, that there's things in the room that aren't normally there, or the things that should be in the room aren't there. So what they normally think is that they didn't visualize it properly, and because they didn't visualize it properly, that just proves to them that all this is fantasy. It's really not. Go with this, okay? So visualize the room. If there are a couple of items that you didn't visualize or you missed, that's fine. That is totally fine. Meditate. Just meditate. Don't do anything. Just breathe and see the room around you. Just see the room around you. So just close your eyes, okay? I always get into the same position every single time. The same actual mudra or asana to get into soul travel. I'll pick a position and I'll stick with it, because then when I go into that position all the time, it's like my mind knows, okay, now is soul travel time, you know? You're gaining a familiarity. You're giving a memory sort of to your spiritual bodies and your physical body by doing the same position over and over, okay? So I'll get into that position. I'll close my eyes. I'll recreate the room in my mind, and I'll see the room in my mind. And I'll just focus on my breath, and I'll feel the energy currents in the room. You can visualize these if you want, guys. I don't. I understand that these currents of energy are they're beyond what we can really conceive, and they're beyond what they are. So I sometimes visualize it as white light. This is prana, guys. It's the energy that flows through all things, okay? It's the energy that penetrates everything and that interlocks everything. It's prana. And by breathing that in and breathing it out, it's what the ancients call pranayama. So you sit there, you just simply breathe that power in, consume it in, allow it to flow through you. Feel it flow down your face. Feel it relax your face, flowing down your neck, relaxing your neck, down your shoulders, relaxing your shoulders. You want to do this. And first off, you'll feel like you're just pulling the air through the mouth or the nose that you're breathing in. Over time, I want you to gradually expand upon this until you can actually breathe in. Breathe in this energy and this prana. My apologies. Breathe in this prana through your pores. So the pores of your skin, all over your body. So as you breathe in, you're a sponge and you're attracting all this energy from everywhere, right? So you're breathing in, pulling all this energy inward. And as you pull it inward, you can visualize it like another body inside of you, okay? So whatever color you're visualizing the energy around you, visualize it like a white color, okay? You're pulling that energy in, and as it flows into your body, and you can feel it filling your body like you're a balloon being filled with helium, and you get that kind of floating sensation. You want to replicate that, and as you begin to replicate that, you visualize that there is another body inside of this body, and it's actually, as you inhale, you're feeding this body more light, and as you're feeding it more light or more energy or more whatever it is, guys, it's solidifying, it's condensing, it's squeezing, and as you breathe out, you want to feel it kind of expand slightly. And this is where the physical barrier of your body is, of where your flesh is, right? And you want to feel that energy body as you breathe out, push against the physical body. Okay, so you breathe out, and you feel as if like that energetic body is like, dying to come out. But don't let it out, guys. Literally don't. Breathe in and pull it back in, condense it, and keep doing this, repeating it. Feeling the energy body like a muscle. Over time then, what will happen is, and you must still visualize the room. Over time then, what you're doing is, you begin to actually feel the energy body, and you can expand it, contract it, expand it, contract it. And if you can do that, guys, then guess what? You can inhale and exhale and move your energy body, let's say your right arm of your energy body, you can move that out of the actual physical arm. So let's say the physical arm is here, and you move the energy arm out of the physical arm. You'll feel a slight tear away, and then as you breathe back in, it comes back in. Keep doing this. keep doing it. Do it for a couple weeks, guys. Do it for a couple weeks. If you're going to be doing it every day, for a couple times a day would even be better if you have that free time. Then you're going to be able to move the energy body as much as possible. The energy around you in your external environment, that's what's going to be the catalyst, like a rocket fuel to propel you out of your body. You're then going to breathe that in. You're filling the energy body. It's what Crowley's been saying for years. Crowley said that we're going to be solidifying the energy body of light. That's what he meant. This is what he meant, guys. It was as simple as that. And then just simply breathe out. Breathe out. And as you breathe out, go forward. So, for example, I have my cupboard next to me. When I've closed my eyes, I see my cupboard from that distance. And as I exhale, I want to feel that tear away. Like that, just rip. And as I feel that rip, I go closer to the cupboard. And then I'm going to analyze the cupboard. Can I see certain marks in it? Can I see certain things on it closer up? And then I come back to my body. I breathe and I come back to my body. Over time, what's going to happen is you're going to be able to step outside of the self. You're going to be able to start to see things inside your room. And then you're going to come back into the self. And you're going to be repeating this over and over. Eventually, you're going to be able to go into another room. Eventually, you're going to be able to go out of your house. Eventually, you're going to be able to go to the store. And then afterwards, you'll find gateways and you'll be able to jump into those gateways and leave this realm and transverse the solar system. These things are all possible. To test myself, for years I was a little skeptical of what was going on. So I decided to soul travel out of my body, right? So I went to the store, and there was an actual delivery truck. But what's very strange was the delivery truck never came on this day. Right, and the delivery truck seemed to be only shipping bread into the store, which was very weird because normally they ship everything into the store. They ship milk, eggs, bread, all groceries. And I thought that was kind of strange. So I thought, okay, I'll come back to my body. I came back to my body, and I thought the store's only walking distance away. I'll go to the store, and I went to the store, and I know the guy behind the actual the actual cashier, and I said to him, "Hey, by the way, bro, did you have a delivery in today?" He was like, "Yeah." He said, "We've been running out of bread, and he said we just got bread." He said, "I don't know what happened." He said, "I tried to speak to the manager. I told the manager, why is there just shipments of bread?" And it was a whole other story, guys. I don't want to go too much into it, but I had just verified for myself that it was something out of the norm which would happen, which my mind shouldn't be able to kind of make up. Because that's never happened before, so I don't know why my mind would make that up. And it was the exact bread that I've seen in my travels. And it was the exact truck that was there. I asked him about who delivered it. And it was just all spot on. It was all exact. And that's verification to me. And once I could verify that, and I had verifying results, I began to get ecstatic. And I started traveling more, and I started traveling more. And then eventually, guys, you're going to be so adept at this that you're going to be able to travel in that world and still go about your day. You're going to be able to walk through the streets, and you're still going to be able to allow the essence or the aspect of you to travel into another realm. And this is one of the godly powers known as omnipresence. Being in more places than once, and eventually, through mastery, you can be in every place at once. So this is touching on soul travel, astral projection, and so on and so forth. Explaining it from my point of view, explaining it from a vantage point that not many people have discussed. And yeah, for those who are interested, watch the video again, take notes, and don't be harsh on yourself either. This is a skill which isn't forced. Don't try. If you're trying, I love this quote. I hear it all the time, mostly from EA. It's a brilliant quote. If you're trying too hard, guys. This is something that is natural to be able to just step outside of the body. We see it as supernatural, and that's part of the reason why it's so difficult, because we think it's so beyond us, but it's not. It's something that we all can do, guys. So, yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up there, leave it there, and I'll talk to you all soon. Goodbye for now.